Oh, well, hey, Ben, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey. Let's go ahead and have us a quick chat. Let's talk about some things. All right, y'all. First up on the quick chat is Miss Wendy Williams. Okay. We thought that her show was going to be on its way back, but it's not. Okay. Now, a post just went up earlier today. Let me go ahead and remove that so you guys can see what this post is saying. They put this on her page. The post says Wendy will not be returning with the new shows on October 4th. That was the expectation. They have been promoting it for a few days now. Okay. She has been and continues to be under a doctor's care and is still not ready to return to work. We plan to return with the new shows on October 18th. Her breakthrough COVID case is no longer an issue and she has tested negative, but she is still dealing with some ongoing medical issues. Okay. Now listen, honey. Miss Wendy, y'all been up here playing with us, okay? Y'all need to start focusing on this lady's health a bit more instead of trying to rush her out here to the public to be seen with us. Because let me put this back on the screen because they've been playing with us for a few weeks now about Miss Wendy coming back and doing her show. Let's go back, okay? Let's go back just a little bit over here, honey. Let's go back. I think this was the first post that ended up being made, okay? And this was on September 9th. And they said Wendy is dealing with some ongoing health issues and is undergoing further evaluation. She will not be able to complete her promotional activities next week, but can't wait to be back in her purple chair on Monday, September 20th for the 13th season premiere. So on the 9th of September, they were promoting that Wendy will be back on the 20th. And we haven't gotten that yet because she's continuing to, go through her medical issues and, her health issues and stuff, right? Then we get to September 15th, 5 days before the premiere was supposed to happen. And they let us know this. While continuing her health evaluations, Wendy has tested positive for C-19. To allow Wendy time to quarantine and fully recover and to ensure that all production abides by the protocols, okay, as it pertains to C-19, we expect to begin the 13th season on Monday, October 4th, okay? That's what they was telling us, girl. So much so they went and did a cute little video for it, honey. Cute little promo and stuff they was doing for the girls to let us know, hey, Wendy's coming back. They even said 5 days, y'all. They was ready to give us a 5-day countdown. Then they came with us today letting us know that we lied, okay? Things have changed. We'll see y'all on October 18th. At this point, to be honest, I think that Wendy deserves a break. I do. I mean, like if she's sick, she's not feeling well. We already saw what was going on with Miss what's her name? I was gonna call her Wendy Williams, but that's clearly not her name, Miss Kelly Price. Okay, y'all see how long she's continuing to deal with her battle as it pertains to her having C-19 back in July. We all the way in September, about to hit October. So she's been having to take the time to recoup. I feel like they're trying to force this and rush this out, and it's like, girl, just hold it till 2022. Give Miss Girl the rest of the year to get her mind right, get her body right. It's about to come up on the holiday season. Let this woman relax and bring us some new shows come January 1, 2022. That will give her enough time to get her affairs in order, get her body in order and stuff, and come back renewed of the mind. So I don't understand the point of y'all rushing this because I honestly feel like y'all been every other week, it's been some other stuff when it comes to Wendy. So I feel like on October 18th, a few days before, we probably gonna get another reminder and say, hey guys, we've decided to postpone this season, which y'all should postpone this season until January 2022. Okay, now if y'all want to have some guests come in and fill in for her like y'all did before, go ahead and do that. And maybe that's something y'all need to make a thing around this time every year anyway, because it seems like stuff always happens with Wendy's health around this particular time of the year. So if that's what y'all want to do, cool. I do expect them to come back down the line and tell us that Miss Wendy ain't going to be able to fulfill that on the 18th either. Don't be trying to rush this lady and her health. I feel like that could be the terrible thing about working in entertainment. Even when you're not feeling well and stuff, you got to still be forced to like perform and do what it is that you got to do. Not much different than how it may be for y'all, in the corporate sector. It's like y'all still got to show up to work, do what you got to do. But on her, it's one thing to work behind a computer, but now you got to show your face to millions of people. You got to have the energy. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That could take a lot out of her. She's already going through enough. Get this lady her break instead of forcing her to come out. I just hate that for anybody. Actors, everything. You know, people was just clowning Miss Chloe the other day, talking about they saw a tampon string. And even if you did, okay, maybe her cycle was on. People still are having to, you know, if you're an entertainer, whatever health conditions or body conditions you're going through at that time, you're still forced to perform, right? So I kind of hate that for her, and it's making me think that I don't want that for her. So y'all just get this lady a break. Let's fall back for a little second, and we'll see y'all next year, girl. Is that so hard? Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below for Miss Wendy, honey. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot over to some Real Housewives stuff, okay? So let's talk about Miss Kenya Moore. Let's get over here on Miss Kenya. Hey, Mom, it's Kenya. Okay, they're saying that I saw this on the Jasmine brand, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I really believe that this is true. But I will say this, though. Jasmine does give out some good information, though. I will say that. So I'm not saying that they lie, but I am saying that I don't know if the story is 100% true, okay? Now, Kenya Moore, they're saying that Kenya Moore received an ultimatum on whether or not she would do Bravo and Dancing with the Stars, because currently she's on Dancing with the Stars, so it's like pick one over the other. That's what the ultimatum was coming down to, but I'm not necessarily believing that, okay? They're saying the reality star has said a spot on the show's current 30th season is a dream come true, but new reports allege that Bravo previously tried to make her choose between DWTS and RHOA, okay? They tried to make this woman choose, and I'm just not, Housewives production insider said that when Kenya Moore was first asked about being on Dancing with the Stars, she checked in with Real Housewives of Atlanta production. Makes sense, right? Considering the fact that, they're going to film this in the fall. When the hell are we filming? Because everything is so up in the air. So I don't want to, be crossing schedules and stuff. I got to get my business and stuff in order. So what's going on? So that makes sense if she did reach out. But when news spread that she would be on Dancing with the Stars, Bravo allegedly told her she could only do one show, even though housewives like Nene Leakes and Kim Zolciak have also been on Dancing with the Stars. Not only that, Nene Leakes has stepped away from the franchise completely, came back. She was out there doing some other stuff, acting and all of that. Hell, Candy has done Big Brother. Candy has done Masked Singer. Candy has done Chicago. What's the show? The Shy. She was filming all of that in the midst of y'all filming for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So for y'all to come to Kenya Moore and try and give her an ultimatum on which one she can choose, no sir. And I still would have did my Dancing with the Stars. Are you serious? Y'all the ones that have casting in shambles, because y'all out here letting Miss Portia Williams do what it is that she wants to do. If y'all want to give somebody ultimatums, y'all need to go over there and give it to Miss Portia. It should have been, girl, you either finna do Real Housewives of Atlanta or you ain't finna have no side show, period. We're gonna need you to fulfill your obligation to season 14 or whatever season is next, okay? And then we'll give you your other show after you've taken accountability for your actions. But it's okay for you to sit up there, girl, y'all about to make me go on a tangent, honey, because I done got a little, she done sat up there and drug everybody for their stuff, and then now it's time for her to get drugged. She want to skip out on the plug twice. Girl, I guess. So let's go ahead. Let's move on, honey. But yeah, those are my thoughts about Miss Kenya and this ultimatum that may have come from Bravo, which I feel like is so unfair, being that that's a part of Housewives history, in my opinion, for them to be able to be on this show, and this show propelled them to other opportunities outside of the show, and they're able to do those things even if they kind of happen at the same time. So I don't think that's fair, and that's why I'm kind of hoping this story is not true, because I'm like, I just refuse to believe that y'all out here showing favoritism like that. No. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and move on to another housewife, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about our girl, Miss Nene Leakes, okay? Now, Nene Leakes did an interview with People, I do believe, where she opened up and kind of talked about things as far as her and Greg and him passing, and how she ended up, being right by his side when he passed away, and the family and friends coming over to see him and stuff. So she still kind of goes through her phases where she wants him to come back. She said something about how she thinks that he's on a trip, right? She said she thinks he's on a trip and he's going to eventually come back home. And she said that she's still waiting for him to come back home. And when she said that, I was like, dang, that's heartbreaking to hear. You know what I'm saying? I know when family members of mine have passed, I've thought the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like still unreal in the sense. So it's like, I just want to believe that they're on a trip. So I definitely understand where Miss Nene is coming from with that mentality, but, continuing to pray for her and hoping that things continue to go well for Miss Nene Leakes. Okay. And speaking of that, I have to bring up this article from Love B. Scott because, honey, Love B. Scott, they are saying that Real Housewives of Atlanta casting is finally taking shape with their 2 new ladies, okay, and some past peaches. So let me go ahead and just get into this article, okay? So back in July, lovebscott.com exclusively reported that casting for Real Housewives of Atlanta was in shambles, and that production was scrambling to, get the cast all pulled together, honey, for the upcoming season. Now, they're saying that they're happy to report that although filming has been delayed, girl, for a very long time, okay, they're definitely expecting to return, okay? As previously reported, they said that Kenya Moore and Kandi Burruss are set to return in full capacity, and Marlo Hampton is set to become a first-time peach holder. Honey, if Marlo gets that peach, I'm going to be shocked. That's going to be interesting. Okay, now there is rumored, and I'm going to read that as I go down to this throughout this article, but as it's at the top of my mind, that would be so interesting if Miss Marlo ends up getting the peach and Nene ends up being a part of the show because of Marlo. And I say that because Nene did an interview a while back, and I believe it was with Jason Lee over there at Hollywood Unlocked. She did a few interviews, and she just talked about how she didn't think that Marlo deserved to have a peach, right? But consider this, that's just irony, how things work. And it's like, if Marlo does get this peach and you're able to even grace the stage of Real Housewives of Atlanta, it'll be because of that person you said didn't deserve to be there. That's very funny to me, very interesting, okay? So let me go ahead and continue to read on, okay? We told you, this is Love B. Scott saying that they told you Porsha Williams was seriously considering not returning to the show amid her messy engagement to Simon Guobadia. She was with that woman's husband, okay? With her newly expanded spinoff now on the horizon, Porsha has decided not to return for Real Housewives of Atlanta and will focus on her own show. Now, I'm starting to believe this because they have told us things that were going to happen and it ended up happening. They mentioned that Cynthia was not going to be back. Cynthia done dropped that statement. Okay, they've said some other stuff and it ended up happening. So they probably right about Miss Porsha not returning. We just waiting on Porsha to make her official statement, girl. I ain't got time, honey. Okay, they said they also told you, like I said, that Cynthia Bailey was likely not returning. This past week, Cynthia announced her departure from the show. Okay, Drew Sidora's future was up in the air. It was a bit uncertain, but now that Porsha is exiting stage left, it's leaving some very big shoes to fill for Miss Drew. But some part of me feels like Drew may arrive. I didn't necessarily not like Drew while she was on the show. There were just some things that did make me kind of side-eye some stuff, But if she gets some tips and stuff from Miss Porsha, Drew probably going to do very well in the next season. And let's be honest, Drew had a really good storyline that carried the season in addition to the BS about Bolo. Okay, outside of the Bolo stuff they drug out, like the Beverly Hills Housewives like to do, drag out stuff, Drew had the best storyline out of everybody. So we'll see how that's going to go. Let's move on. Okay, they also said last week, Love B. Scott exclusively revealed the former Olympian Sonia Richards-Ross will be joining the ladies, okay? And the production is definitely looking at making her a peach holder, okay? An official peach holder, but they just got to see how filming and everything is going to go. So hopefully it goes well, Miss Girl. And also they revealed on yesterday that Akon's wife, I guess his second wife, not the first one, Tamika, because Tamika said, baby, it ain't me. So Rosina is expected to be a part of the show as well because Sheree is coming back, and with Sheree, they are good friends, right? So, Sheree got some connects out there in Africa and stuff, honey. So she's going to have Miss Girl be a part of the show with her. So I'm like, okay, girl, do your thing. What else did I want to say about this? Speaking of Sheree, they said they also said in the exclusive report, if Sheree does return full-time, it'll probably be at the expense of Cynthia Bailey. From a production standpoint, the show can easily afford both of Sheree Whitfield and Marlo Hampton as full-time housewives and give viewers familiar faces for the cost of Cynthia's salary alone. Girl, Cynthia was making a coin. Okay, Cynthia was making a coin. Now getting to Nene. All right. While Nene has burned, according to Love B. Scott, every bridge as far as becoming an official cast member, she's a big part of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Greg's passing is a major life event. Production wants to capture it. The working idea is that they'll pay Nene a decent amount of money for 1 or 2 scenes and send her on her way. If things go smoothly, it may open the door for a future Nene Leakes appearance. Yeah, no. It's the fact that y'all trying to capitalize off the death of this woman's husband, but y'all wasn't interested in having her on for another season. Now, granted, I wasn't mad about that. I was kind of glad Nene was gone because of her actions at the reunion prior, okay? She acted like she was just so high and mighty, okay? And they had to knock her down just a little bit. Yeah, and you know, she went on this whole tangent about them and they didn't want to have nothing to do with her. She's called Andy out, talking about how he's snorted, how he's done all this other stuff, girl. Now that her husband has passed, y'all want to try and play on her emotions and use this as an opportunity to capitalize off of it, because you know everybody gonna be tuned in because everybody loved Greg. I don't think I've heard a comment from a single person that never loved Greg. So of course we're gonna be tuned in, and then Nene will be back after being gone. Yeah, y'all trying to capitalize on it, but Nene, if you decide to do it, you better make sure they pay you. Okay, make sure that they is paying you, and you're not gonna have me on for no 2 scenes and that's it. I'm gonna need about 4. I'm gonna need about 4 leading up to the conversation with Marlo. I'm gonna need about 4. What you mean? So there's that, and I feel like, I mean, y'all could, and if she does do it, it may not be a bad thing because she can start working on those relationships that could have been damaged at one point, right? And if her episodes bring in the most viewership, then why not be in talks of possibly being a part of her own show in some capacity, right? So this could definitely be an opportunity for Nene to mend fences in areas that are possibly broken, but at the same time, it's a sour thought for me to hear that y'all want to capitalize off this woman's husband's death. What? But I guess, girl, we capitalized off what? Kenya's dog's death, didn't we? And ain't no telling who else that was on the show, okay? So, I mean, I guess, girl, y'all do whatever it is y'all want to do, but either way, y'all know how I feel. Yeah, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to Real Housewives of Potomac, because the ladies are definitely giving. They're giving on the screen and off the screen and onto social media. Hello? So, yesterday, y'all know I got to give y'all the rundown real quick for those of you guys that are not aware. Mia decides to get up at 7 in the morning, bored as I don't know what, ain't got nothing else to do, wanted to trend so bad on yesterday, okay? She waited 3 days later after the episode premiere to try and talk some SHI about Miss Escala here pictured at the top, okay? So this is what Mia said for those of you guys that may have missed it, okay? She says, wearing designer, living in a townhouse with your mother. Wonder why we haven't seen your luxurious, lavish housewife lifestyle. Whole ass. Nah, college kid, I'm a boss, BIT. Try again. Okay, so this is when a scholar came back and told her, girl, let's be clear. I don't live with my mother. My mother lives with me. Okay, she moved in to help care for her grandkids. That's what a mother does when she loves you. We're not all working, quote unquote, on our relationship. Sorry, sis, be blessed. Because those of you guys that are not watching the show, Mia and her mother have had, you know, issues, okay? They've had an estranged relationship or whatnot based on her mother's past with the drugs and everything, okay? So that's why Mr. Scholar took digs at Miss Mia's mom and their relationship, because, of course, Mia ended up bringing up Escala's mom, talking about how she lives with her. And that's sad because you, too, were a person that wanted your mom to live with you, to care for your children as well. But moving on. So Miss Mia decides to come back at her later on that day. And let me tell you, Miss Scholar gave her dust after she gave this post, okay? This is what Miss Mia had to say to a scholar. She says, now, please explain to me why you would need a live-in with a no career. Blue. Now listen, I mean, we haven't gotten a chance to get real familiar with a scholar to really know what her career is about. But this is what she says. She calls this woman, she says, looking like a wannabe Rick James Jr. You're so cute. Yikes. Now, girl, okay. Now let me get back to counting my adjustments. I mean, coins across the East Coast. Hashtag CEO, hashtag things you could never relate. Listen, girl, now this picture she did in comparison, I don't know why that guy looks like Lloyd with a wig on. Y'all know Lloyd from I think he was with Young Money or whatever, but y'all know Lloyd, the singer. That's who he looks like. But you ain't gonna do my girl a scholar like that. Now that was a cute little dig that you tried to take, but you're right, a scholar, you're so cute. She looks really cute in that. But Miss Mia came back with the clapbacks, and it was weird because after seeing that she did not get a response, she did not get a response from Escala or anybody for quite a few hours. She came out with this post and everybody was like, girl, now cut it out. This is the post she came out with, and let me read it to you guys for those of you guys that can't see it, because she put white on light gray. Okay, anyway, let me read this. She says, hello, social media family. While I take full responsibility for the recent IG posts and tweets over the past few months, I want to inform you that I have to let go of my social media manager due to the nature and language of the captions and posts. I don't have time to keep up, so I'm currently looking for someone who will represent my brand and true self. In the meantime, sending love, peace, and positive energy your way. My sincere apologies. XOXO Mia. Inquiries, email at info at whatever it is. Y'all can go look it up if y'all trying to work for Miss Mia. Okay, y'all go ahead and look that up if y'all want to help her out with her stuff. Girl, the kids was dragging her in the comments. Number one, they said, oh, so you lying. Okay. Oh, okay. So you was paying for reads. Is that what you're saying? I was getting my cackle on. Mia, I don't believe you had anyone really running your social media for some of the stuff that you put up. I think that was very well you. A lot of the things you would go and comment under in the comments sounded just like you. I think that was your page. I do. I think that was yours. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? One minute you like somebody and then you cussing them out the next, and then you act like you like them, and then you cussing them out the next, and then you giving us your age, and then you taking it back saying that ain't it. Like, that's how you are, Mila. That's how you are, Mia. It's giving bipolar. Okay, I'm not necessarily sure what's going on over there. It was definitely a good kiki to see the two of you go back and forth between each other. Okay, but this whole post you came out with talking about you got to fire your social media manager because you don't like the things that they've been saying. But if that's the case, they've been running them up these past few weeks, girl. You're not going to sit up here and get us. That's not going to make no sense. Okay, and if it's your social media manager, how did your social media manager know so much stuff about your other castmates to be sent up there commenting about them? Some things did not add up for me when it came down to this message. Maybe it was a social media manager. I still think that it was Mia. I want to hear y'all thoughts and comments down below about the fiasco. Let me know y'all thoughts. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.